We've had a lot of guys come around, they think it's the coolest thing on the planet, because it is, but they don't realize how much work it takes. I'm a better tattooer than I am a body and fender guy, or even a mechanic. It's a lot of work, man.
It's not what some people think it is. It's a family-friendly activity, and it's fun.
We always open it up to everyone, man. We don't say no to no one. Matter of fact, we welcome everyone.
Because we have the same passion, we share this passion for these vehicles. There's many guys that I've met, I probably wouldn't have anything to talk about with them if it wasn't for our cars, you know?
People have an idea of what lowriding is because it's so mainstream. It was a blue-collar sport, you know? Guys were lowriding everything, you know? It didn't matter what it was. Everybody has their opinion, and it's unfortunate now that it's like a status thing. If you ain't got X, Y, Z, it's not a lowrider, but we played the deck that we were dealt, you know what I'm saying? So you get a car, you fix it up, you work on it, you deal with what you got. I think you can lowride anything. If you got something cool, man, pull up. But dude, it's your car. Do what you want with it. And there's stuff that I've done to my cars that people are like, why would you do that? We call them the lowrider police. Half the people giving you their 2 cents, they don't even have a car.
I am originally from Los Angeles, California, where lowriding began. I remember growing up, going with my dad, cruising down Whittier Boulevard, and I used to say to myself all the time, that's gonna be me one day. A couple years ago, for Valentine's Day, my husband gifted me the car of my dreams, a 1963 Impala. And that's where it all began. The Impala always caught my eye. We did a couple upgrades. We started with hydraulics, customized the trunk, added some speakers. You are always gonna want something different and you're not gonna wanna stop.
I just love riding. We tried to give a positive image to our youth because back in the 80s, back in the 70s, 80s, man, it was mayhem. You know, everyone was young at one time, so we were doing lowrider shit, you know, and that's what it is, man. Me and a couple of friends got shot one evening, thrown in jail. You learn from things like that, man. It's a mindset where you learn things. I joined the service. I did 4 good years active. 2 years inactive, reserve. So, you know, I'm blessed.
Pinstriping has always been a part of automotive since back when you had the Model A's, you know, like they all had pinstriping on the belt moldings and everything. Everybody's eye is on this one line, you know? And if it's crooked, like it's gonna be noticeable. So it's like, you gotta get it right. And so it was all about perfecting the craft and always trying to outdo myself because you're only as good as your worst job, you know? So it's like, well, I don't want that reputation, so I always worked on myself and try to sharpen my skill. And, you know, patience is a big part of it. You can't rush it. Lowrider art reflects Hispanic culture. You got charras, you got like Dia de los Muertos artwork, like even like the color palettes. You see it in Mexico, like during the festivities. You'll see the colors that are put up and be like, oh man, I could definitely adapt this to lowriding, you know? So it's all mixed in.
Sometimes people see a lowrider and they automatically think, you know, oh, it's a gang member. It's not about that. We give back to the community. We do fundraisers. For Christmas, we do toy drives.
One day we'll get to that point to where people feel comfortable amongst each other. Every location we go to, the people love what we're doing, man, and make them kid-friendly, safe, open for everyone to come out and enjoy the day.
Most people there are rad and cool people. I mean, nowadays, we do a lot of stuff for charity. You know, everything trying to raise money for our local community.
I love what I do. I look forward to it every weekend, whether it's a car show, a cruise, I'm always down to roll.
But I do have a smart car too. Yeah, I got a smart car that I put around town. Everyone laughs at me, it's funny. And some dude was literally pointing at me laughing. You know, I kind of just was like, whatever, bro, you should see my collection.